Does it ever feel like your business seems to be hitting the same roadblocks, the same walls, the same ceilings over and over again? Well, today on this video, I'm going to talk about how beliefs are driving those results. They're the things that are secretly steering the ship in your company. We're going to explore how the power of belief not only shapes your personal life, but also impacts your business as well. So whether it's team dynamics, whether it's revenue, whether it's communications, whether it's your sales and marketing, so many of these areas in our business are driven by beliefs. And if you're the leader, all leaders are struggling with their own sense of self. And whatever they think is possible for themselves suddenly is what becomes possible or not possible for their companies. Now, one of my clients, I'll share a story with you real briefly. When he came to me, his partner had recently just left the company and left him holding the bag. And so my client was sitting here struggling with the fact that his revenue was going down and down and down every month. And he was panicking. He was in a place where he hated the business. It felt like a shackle. It was choking the life out of him. And by working together through the course of a year, we started to unpack all of the different belief systems that were now being revealed through his business. Number one was the fact that he didn't have a high school diploma. He had dropped out of high school. And in his mind, he thought, if I haven't even gotten out of high school and I didn't finish that, what makes me think I can complete building a real business? Secondarily, he had had a child out of wedlock. And then with that carried some shame. And he's like, do I even deserve to have a successful business? Am I worthy of making the kind of money that I want to make to provide for me and my family? And layer upon layer, all the negative thinking, we started to discover that this was playing into his business. So as we work together to rebuild and shape, which I'll talk about a little bit later in this video, how you can do the same, he started to experience an acceleration of growth within the business that as his stories changed, as his beliefs changed about himself, man, the company completely and dramatically changed. Not only did he believe that he was capable of building this business, but he also scaled it up to 7 figures in the first year. The second year, he's like, why bother just stopping at 7 figures? Why don't I shoot for 8 figures? Well, he didn't hit the second year, but here he is on a third year and he is on his way. Building a team of successful people, building momentum of sales and marketing that is aligned with his prospects. All this because he now believes he's worthy, that he's deserving, that he has what it takes to be able to make this happen. Well, I don't know what that looks like for you, but I can tell you that in all these different areas of your business, in developing your team and in the communications and in the culture, so much of this is dictated by your own belief system. And if you have beliefs coming into your business that are not helpful to you, I guarantee you they're not helpful to your company either. So I want to talk to you about some of these specific areas, about what you believe is what you will experience. And so let's look at this common scenario about a business struggling to, say, get past a certain revenue threshold. It's not just, our tactics and our strategies and all the different things we do, but rather a belief system that will cause us to sabotage, to assign the wrong people, to have different demands or micromanagement, and suddenly we can choke the life out of our revenue streams. This is something that I've seen time and time again. Or perhaps it's some deep-seated belief about what we can do or what we can't do. And so as the team tries to move forward, you're like, oh, I guess that's just the best we can do. And suddenly that is exactly that, the best you can do. And so we're suddenly limited right within these walls that we've created for ourselves, versus change our mind that says, we can always do better. We can always learn. We can always grow. And you start to take the limits off of what's possible. Something so simple, such a small shift can make all the difference in the world. You are a creator. You're a creative force being brought onto this earth that the universe has established as one of the only species to be able to take imagination and turn it into something tangible. You can think of something, you can imagine something, and then you can actually craft it, shape it, and make it into a real thing. You're the only species that can do this. So you're super powerful. And the same way that you can build and create amazing things is the same reason why you may have created limitations, may have created these walls or these ceilings through those same abilities in your creative capacity. I want you to go into a practice of visualization. So visualization is a tool for us to take that active imagination and creativity and then put us in the place of actually experiencing it. And psychology tells us that your brain can't tell the difference between what you actually experience and what you imagine to experience. And when you practice, when you rehearse, when you experience this reality of this thing that you're creating, then you actually program your subconscious to activate it, to make it a reality. So visualizing success, imagining things like your team thriving, imagining your revenues going up, that you're shattering records, that you're hitting levels you never hit before. Maybe you're at a place where you're picturing yourself in leadership, in a place of joy and peace and ease. All these different ways of crafting this possible future. And rehearsing that time and time again is going to make it that much more tangible. And the more that you have this internally, this belief about who you are, who you're for, and what you're doing, the more powerful it is for you to actually walk into your office, to walk into meetings, to walk into a sales opportunity and be able to deliver, communicate, to engage in a way that's far more powerful and contagious. So now all of a sudden your beliefs are moving you into a place of power, moving you to a place of momentum, and you're overcoming all of these different challenges with ease. You're at the place where sales are soaring past their previous limits, and you yourself and your leadership, your confidence, your level of innovation, all going up to this peak performance through the power of visualization. So that's what's going to help shift your beliefs into a place that's a powerful driver for a business outcome. Your business journey starts with how you believe about you. They shape your perception. They shape your influence. They shape your level of decision making, your clarity. They are the path for every successful innovator, every successful entrepreneur, every successful leader starts with these practices. This is the empowering piece that's been missing in your life for far too long, and you have the power to change them. So by recognizing the challenging, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, then you can get to that place where there is a completely different world of possibilities. You can get to this place with higher revenues, better team dynamics, a better culture, better breakthroughs in your finances or your professional or personal growth. All of these become possible. So here today, I want you to ask yourself, what beliefs have been standing in my way? What beliefs have been holding me back? Remember, beliefs, they are what we choose them to be. We can accept them and nurture them. Those are the things that are going to define our reality. If you want to learn more about that, you want to go deeper in this whole concept of beliefs, you can click the card that's on the screen and go to this place of discovering how to overcome obstacles and raise your inner game. This shift might just be the key to your business in success of ways you've never imagined before. So until next time, stay driven, keep climbing, and never stop evolving.